Alrighty, welcome to Unit 3, Trigonometry and Angles. Now for most of us we're going to have to fly through this unit, but it's a very important one, so make sure you don't miss anything. So, we'll talk about four main things: measuring and naming angles, relations between angles and transversals, the Pythagorean theorem, and trig ratios. So first, when we're talking about angles, well, what is an angle? So, a picture actually speaks better than words for this. So an angle is any time you have two lines meeting. Okay, so an angle is when two lines meet at a point. At a point. All right, and the measure of the angle is kind of how wide the alligator's mouth is. So that's the angle right there. Now we also have some vocabulary with angles. The point where they meet, that is called the vertex. And the two lines in an angle are called arms. Alrighty. Now, special angles have special names. So the first one is if you have an angle that is less than 90 degrees. So that looks something like this here, like this first one. The name for that one is acute. It's just a cute little angle. Now, if it's exactly 90 degrees, this square angle here, we call that a right angle. And we use right angles all the time. If it's bigger than 90 but less than 180, so something like this here, we call that one an obtuse angle. If it's exactly 180, we call it a straight angle. And lastly, if it's bigger than 180, we call that a reflex angle. Now, you'll notice every time you have an angle, just go back to the previous slide, you'll have a reflex angle. So you have your acute angle here, and you also have your reflex angle going on the back. Okay? So unless otherwise stated, we'll always be talking about the other angle. Sometimes we'll talk about the reflex angle, but if it doesn't say, we'll be talking about the smaller angle, the one that's smaller than 180. So I spat out all these numbers here. Where do they come from? We can measure angles using the protractor. So ones to remember, a full circle is 360 degrees. That's what all this measurement is based off. So they took a full circle and then we split it into 360 equal pi pieces. Each one of those pi pieces is a degree. All right, so to measure, we can use this tool called the protractor. To use it, you're going to put this point on the vertex. Something like that. Now, when you're reading it, you can see that it has two tracks, an inside track and an outside track. Whichever one you're using, always start at 0. So for this angle, 0 is on the inside track, so I'm going to read from there. You follow it up and see where it meets at the other line. So this one meets at just below 60, so it is 59 degrees. This one here, lining it up all perfect. I wonder if this will actually do it for me. Oh my goodness, perfect. Hopefully. Nope, never mind, I broke it. So anyway, you'll line it up and see where it lines up. So this one here, we're using the inside track again, starting at 0, 100, just under 110. So this one here looks like it's around 109 degrees. And lastly, this one over here, line it up at the vertex. Close enough. And this time we're starting on the outside track. So we'll be going from here. Try to follow that up. And while my protractor is moving like crazy, I'm going to say that's about 83 degrees. Stop moving, protractor! Okay, so that's just going to keep happening. No, I can't even delete it. Anyway. Alrighty. That's it for this video anyway. So go to the practice questions. I'm going to sit here and watch this. I don't know how long it'll take, but yeah, you can finish, you can stop watching this video and go to the practice questions. Thank you.